I am Batman. I mean, Average Sniper.
What's up, everybody? Average Sniper here, and today I want to talk to you about whether or not you should buy PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, also known as PUBG, for console, because it is coming to Xbox on the 12th, and you can pre-order it right now, and it will also be available for PlayStation, although I do not know if they have announced a release date for that yet. So a lot of gamers, don't have gaming PCs and they game on console. That's basically how I grew up. That's how I gamed forever until I got my first gaming PC, and I still have my good old Xbox, which is now an Xbox One X, and I also have a PS4 Pro. So I understand, there's a lot of different systems out there, and sometimes you need a little insight as to whether or not you should buy a game for a certain system. So, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, I think, is a great game, and let me go ahead and tell you about my experience with it so you can decide for yourself, based on what I tell you, whether or not it would be something that you would be interested in. So, if you click this video, you probably know that this is a Battle Royale type of game, where you spawn in either by yourself or as a team, and you have to live to the very end. It doesn't matter how many kills you get, really. It's fun to get a lot of kills, but as long as you're the last survivor, you win. First place is the only place that counts. So in this game, you loot, you kill, you survive the first place. If that sounds like something you're interested in, great. Now when I first got this game on PC, and I did get it, I pre-ordered it, I got it the first day it came out, it was awesome, and I loved it, but it was full of bugs, and the graphics did not live up to my expectations. Now a lot of those bugs have been fixed, the graphics have gotten better, but they still don't compare with AAA games. So I can understand how you might be saying, why should I get this game? Well, let me tell you, buying this game, I think was one of the best decisions I made because I've had so much fun in it. I have over 1,000 hours of playtime and well over 100 first place wins in this game. It took me quite a while to learn the mechanics and the physics of it, but eventually, I got much better at it than when I first started, obviously, and I started racking up those wins and a lot of kills. It was great. But there were still a lot of bugs with the game. Now, I did buy the game in early access, so a lot of the bugs have been fixed. I don't know if we're going to have the exact same bugs on Xbox when it first comes out, or if they'll be using totally different servers. I'm not 100% sure. So I'm going to talk to you more about the feeling that the game gives me when I'm playing it. This game is exhilarating. I mean, it makes you go through all the emotions. You go through excitement when the game is first starting. Then you go through a little bit of anxiety as you land and you try to find your weapon, because you land with nothing. You need to find a weapon, you need to find some body armor, you need to find a helmet to protect your head, because most of the assault rifles and shotguns will kill you with one shot to the head if you're not wearing a helmet. So you get that, and then you also get the fear, when there's an enemy close to you and you're not sure where they are, you don't know what they have, maybe you don't have a very good gun, it starts to scare you, and then you get the joy of killing people. Do you get joy from killing people? I do, but only in video games. No, you get joy when you win the gunfights. I don't even think of this game as killing people. I just think of it, as basically just killing characters. Or winning gunfights. There's no way around it. You're killing people in this game. I tried to make it sound pretty, but you're killing people, and when you win the gunfight, that just brings you joy. You know what I mean? Once you get over that, though, once you get better at the gunfights, you start thinking, I really want that first place win. And I actually know people who have played this game for hundreds of hours and still don't have that first place win. This game is very competitive, and I think that's the main thing that makes people like it. It's that even if you're not competitive, this game will make you competitive. Because even if you're not competing against your friends, you're competing against random people, you're competing for the first place. And it is attainable. It is attainable for everyone, regardless of how you play. Whether you like to run and gun, whether you like to camp, or whether you just like to try and survive and avoid gunfights all the way up until the last guy. It is possible to win at first place with absolutely 0 kills if the last guy gets killed in the blue. Oh, did I forget to mention that? By the way, there's a huge blue force field that forces everyone to the center of the map over time. So you don't have to worry about, oh my god, this map is so huge, I'll never be able to find somebody. Trust me, if you survive long enough, they will find you no matter what you do about it. So this game caters to all play styles. It starts out, you can land in a populated area, you can land in a remote area and take your chances on finding loot. I guess if you land in a populated area, you take your chances on finding loot and surviving with all the people close to you. But that's part of what makes this game great. It brings you through all these different emotions. I forgot to mention rage. You know, when you get all the way up to the top 10, you're doing so good, you have so many kills, and then out of nowhere, you just get shot in the face, okay? That will make you rage. If you rage over, you know, games like Call of Duty, and if Battlefield, if you rage over Battlefield, this game will probably make you break something. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, because I find that the more people rage over games, it tends to mean the more they like the game. Because if you don't care about the game, it wouldn't make you rage in the first place. So you have to have put a lot of effort and a lot of caring into something for it to make you that angry. So raging in a game, not necessarily a bad thing. For me, that's a plus. If the game can make you rage, they're doing their job. Unless you're raging over bullshit like, you know, cheaters. We do have a problem on PUBG on PC with cheaters. You will run into them, but I think that's a problem in almost every game, and the reason there's so many cheaters in this game is because it's currently the most popular game on Steam. So it's definitely going to attract a lot of cheaters, a lot of people trying to write scripts to do aimbots and game leading and stupid stuff like that. But you don't have to worry about that because we're talking about console, and the amount of cheaters on console compared to PC is very minimal. Why is that? Well, on console, it's harder. It's harder to find cheats for the console than it is for the PC. It's harder to get them to work with all the updates they do for the consoles. And also, if you do get a cheat to work and you get caught with it, you can get console banned, which means you'd actually have to go buy a new console if you wanted to play online again. And to a lot of cheaters, that's just not worth it. You know, on PC, these cheaters get banned, they just get another account and go right back to it. So I don't think the cheating issue is something we really have to worry about on console. I really don't. Do I think you should buy this game on console? Yes, I do. Do I know if this is your type of game? No, I don't. That's why you have to use this information I've given you to decide for yourself. If you like games that force you to play a certain way, then this is the game for you. If you like games that force you to play a certain way and give you leeway to kind of play your own way, that's for you too. And the reason I say that is because in a lot of other shooters, we have the create a class system where you just create a class and you use, you know, whatever your favorite gun is all the time. In this game, you're forced to play with what you can find from looting and from the people that you kill. Once you kill people, you can take their guns, you can swap, you can have 2 primary weapons and a pistol, and you can swap them out if you find, you know, weapons that are better. So you can play the way you want to play as long as you find the weapons that suit you the most. As far as moving about the map, you can play however you want on that as long as you don't get caught in the blue. The blue will kill you after time. It does get stronger as the game progresses. You might be able to spend a minute or 2 in the blue at the beginning of the match, and towards the end of the match, you can't even spend 15 seconds in the blue without it, you know, chipping your health down and killing you. So that forces everybody to the center, like I was talking about earlier. Kind of, you know, evens the playing field out, because those people that have been camping the whole match with 0 kills all the way up to 15th place, they're going to have to move now. And they're probably, if they were camping the whole game, they're probably going to get killed because they're probably stuck at gunfights because they're trying to avoid them. I like to go for gunfights unless, you know, I feel like it's definitely not going to work out for me, but I usually hunt down the gunfights and go for them. And for the most part, it works out for me, but that's part of what makes this game great. Sometimes it doesn't work out, and it just makes you want to try again so much more. So even though the game doesn't have the best graphics, it has its share of bugs, it's still an amazing concept, and I think you should probably get it for console if anything I said sounds interesting to you. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, if you've already played this game, if you're looking forward to it, or if you hate it. I'll see you guys on the next video. Later.